Let's start with the small Kirtan. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodhanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodhanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Jaya Gandhavika Giridhari Gandhavika Giridhari Gaura Hari Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna. Can someone confirm if you are able to hear me?
Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you. So today we are going to discuss about Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 17 chapters, 6th sloka. Yastvam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Yastvam Krishne Gathe Duram Saha Gandiva Tanvana Socho Asi Asochan Rahasi Praharan Vadam Arhasi Yastvam Krishne Gathe Duram Saha Gandiva Tanvana Socho Asi Asochan Rahasi Praharan Vadam Arhasi. Yeah, on account of Tvam, you rogue, Krishna, Lord Krishna, Gate, having gone away, Duram, out of sight, Saha, along with Gandiva, the bow named Gandiva, Danvana, the carrier, Arjuna, Sochaha, culprit, Asi, you are considered Asochan, innocent, Rahasi, in a secluded place, Praharan, beating, Vadam, to be killed, Arhasi, deserve. Translation and prepared by His Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. You rogue, do you dare beat an innocent cow because Lord Krishna and Arjuna, the carrier of the Gandiva bow, are out of sight? Since you are beating the innocent in a secluded place, you are considered a culprit and therefore deserve to be killed. But in a civilization where God is conspicuously banished and there is no devotee warrior like Arjuna. The associates of the age of Kali take advantage of this lawless kingdom and arrange to kill innocent animals like the cow in secluded slaughterhouses. Such murderers of animals stand to be condemned to death by the order of a pious king like Maharaja Parikshit. For a pious king, the culprit who kills an animal in a secluded place is punishable by the death penalty, exactly like a murderer who kills an innocent child in a secluded place. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा माह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सागन रघुनाथान्वितां सदीपं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधाकृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरे प्रिये पाञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So we are discussing about first canto, 17th chapter, 6th shloka. So here Maharaja Parikshit, he arrested the personality of Kali, who has dressed himself like a king. Maharaj Parikshit, as of now, he doesn't know the truth that uh, that Kali, he doesn't know the identity of this person. He just understand that he appears to be like a king, and he dressed like a king, but his activities, it is clearly that he is not a real kshatriya, because his activities are not compatible with that of a real kshatriya. A real kshatriya is supposed to protect uh, the innocent animals, right? So he is supposed to protect those who are meant to be protected, those who are offenseless and helpless. He has to protect them. But here was this person dressed as a king and trying to harm a cow and bull in a secluded place, in an abundant place. So Parikshit arrested that person and began to rebuke him. And he said that, how dare you try to harm this cow in this land? Do you think that because Lord Krishna and his dear friend Arjuna are no longer present with us, so you can do all kinds of sinful activities? Do you think in that way? And because you are committing such a crime of beating innocent and innocent cow and innocent bull in a secluded place, you deserve to die because you are a culprit. It's a rather strong statement from a leader of a state who wants to punish someone who is killing an animal or harming an animal. Now, this is something that is considered a heinous crime in the modern society, right? So, yes, we have a society where cruelty of animal is banned. There is an example where in Bhaktivedanta Manor in London, once uh, one cow it got ill. It got some disease where it is a contagious disease, and government ordered uh, the devotees of that Bhaktivedanta Manor to kill that cow. Somehow devotees they carried a big campaign, and they stopped that activity, and somehow they gave the treatment and protected the cow, so that that cow with that disease only, with that karma, it will get automatically killed by itself, not through devotees. So on one hand, they talk about cruelty of animals, and one hand, they've opened a large number of slaughterhouses. Killing and eating animals is very common these days. So we cannot get proper vegetarian food in many countries wherever we go. So they don't know what is vegetarian food at all. We don't find any person who is not eating animals. So somehow or other, they will add meat in their food, seafood. Uh, Reptiles also they eat in some countries, so they don't know that concept of vegetarian food. Naturally, to even think that such a thing could be a crime in very strange. So it just doesn't fit into their minds that people in this world, like, therefore the situation in the world goes bad to worse. So the principle of cruelty is something they can't understand, and they even when they do, they try to adjust that and accommodate that, trying to kill or make the killing of the animals in the slaughterhouse as painless as possible. It's something like, so we have, if we go to a surgery, we will get that anesthesia, right? So in that way, they stun the animal and they kill, so that the animal doesn't feel the pain, or at least it feels minimal pain. But they will not stop killing animals. They don't even need a they don't even need to kill animal to be healthy. So elephant is a very good example. It's as quite strong in all the animals. It is very strong, right? It doesn't eat meat. So many animals are strong with vegetarian food, and we are as a human beings, many of us are vegetarians, and we are also strong, and we are also having intelligent people in our community, right? So even many religions, they talk about the mercy of God, like God is merciful. But when they are asked about killing of animals and how it violates the principles of mercy, they feel that the animal is a game. It's all right because animal is not considered as a living entity on the platform of a human being. So, and then Prabhupada was talking to one such person, and they were discussing about this vegetarian and non-vegetarian food. And Prabhupada replied, "How can you say that animal?" In that conversation, he asked, "How can you say that animal is not a living being?" So when this argument was put forward by this person, Prabhupada replied, "How can you say that it is not conscious? Animal also eat, you also eat. Animal also sleeps and you also sleep. Animal also defend and you also defend when you get attacked, right? So when animal is attacked, the animal protests. Animal also shouts and it screams in fear in trying to protect himself. So how can you say that animal is not conscious? So the only difference is that the body development of intelligence and consciousness. Otherwise, they're all the same living entities. So, but occupied different bodies. So we have no right to destroy their lives. It's a crime. There is no justification of killing animals. It's a big topic. So animals are also considered as citizens, and they must be protected. So how our eyelid is protected, our eye is protected by eyelid, and children are protected by parents. So in the same way, the king has to protect all the living beings, all the citizens of his kingdom. So we have one example where King Prachina Barhi, he has four sons. They called as Prachetas. So these four sons, they went underwater, and they took some severe penalty, and they to do that austerity, they went underwater for some 10,000 thousands of years. So when they came out, they see that everywhere the trees are grown, everywhere there is no land, everywhere it is occupied by people and it is occupied by trees. So they went underwater to get like and under the guidance of Shiva. So they had to please Vishnu, and so that after their austerity is finished, they will become good kings, and they will generate good progeny and all. So, but after coming out of that austerity, after thousands of years, they see that it's all everywhere, it's overgrown, the trees are there and the population is there, they don't find any place for agriculture or for their cultivation. So with that powerful austerity, they try to destroy all the forests. So they will just glance of the forest, and the fire started destroying all the forest. Then the demigod who is in charge of the trees is Soma, the moon god. So he came and he requested, so you are meant to be future kings and you should protect the trees. So you should not kill all the trees. In that way, uh, they stopped killing of all the trees. And there is one more example, which is King Shibi. He is a very good king, and when once he was relaxing on the terrace of his bangla, a small dove came, and it was chased by an eagle. So that dove asked king, so please save me from that eagle, it is trying to kill me. So I came here for my protection, so please save me. uh, then king promised that dove, okay, I will protect you. You be stay here. So he kept that bird on his lap, and then eagle came. Eagle was like, king, give me that bird because that is my right. Because I am dependent on the other living beings, I have to eat that bird. Otherwise, I will go die by hunger. Uh, then king said that no, no, I'll not give because I promised this bird, I will protect that. Then you have to give me equivalent fresh meat. Then only I will leave. Otherwise, it is not a justice. Justice that you are protecting that bird and you are killing me by hunger. Then king tried to offer many foods, but eagle was not accepting anything because it is just asking for a fresh meat. Then king Shibi decided to offer flesh from his body itself, and how much ever he offered, that scale where one side he kept that dove and one side he is offering his flesh, how much ever he offered, the scale is not equivalent to that bird. Then he decided to offer his whole body itself. Then at that time, they dove and eagle, like they were demigods. Dove is fire god and eagle is Indra. They appeared and they blessed that king that um, you will have to rule this world thousands of years. So they blessed that king and they left. So they just came to test the righteous of that king. And there is one more example, King Rati Dev, and he was about to. There was a big famine in his kingdom, and people were dying because of no food, and he offered all of the food that is stored in his kingdom to all the people in the kingdom. And after many days, he got some food to him and his family. So he was about to break his fast, and in between different people, like Brahmin came, and in that food only he offered a little bit to Brahmin, and again one Chandala with dogs he again begged. So he again offered that food also, and again one more beggar came. Like that, he offered whatever the leftover prasadam he offered to different entities. Uh, then only little water was left, and he was about to drink uh, for his thirsty. Then again that also was taken by some other person. Then later he realized that all of them are attendants of Vishnu, and they all came to test that king Rati Dev, and he got the moksha. So there were this way we have many examples in our Bhagavatam. There is one more example that Dadichi, sage Dadichi, one time gods, all demigods approached him and they said, we are in trouble because of the asuras are constantly harassing us and our lives are in danger. Our kingdoms and properties and family members are in danger. So please help us. We have come to know that the only way we can protect ourselves is by getting a weapon fashioned from your bones. So because your bones is something special, because of the austerities you have performed, so this is what we have been informed. So we want your bones, and now you can't give somebody your bones when you're alive, right? So you have to die to give your bones. Then from a dead body they can take the bones. So Dadichi said no problem. Without hesitation he said yes, take my bones. He was willing to give it. This is Vedic culture. So this is the spirit of sacrifice for the welfare of the others. Therefore king has to protect all the living beings. So the living entity on the subject was helpless or offenseless, and especially killing a cow or an innocent animal in a secluded place is like, as Prabhupada explains, a murderer who kills an innocent child in a secluded place. Not that killing a child in a crowded place is right, but the fact that you take him to a secluded place makes it even more severe. It's more punishable. Uh, the one devotee quoted, if animals are now animals are killing in a closed place. If they were killed in an open place with only glasses so that everyone can see, then most of them become vegetarian. Most of the people in the world become vegetarians. So even there is no relation, like people are offering meat to a kid, they don't know that it's a living entity, they don't have any relation with that animal, no? So they are eating it happily, so it's more punishable. And the interesting point is that Parikshit Maharaj says Veda Marhasi, you deserve to be killed. In other words, the Vedic culture spoke about the death penalty. That is the last punishment. What to speak of murderers of human beings? So definitely they deserve a death penalty. But even for killing of a cow, we are hearing about the death penalty. The king says you deserve to be killed, and Prabhupada confirms this. For a pious king, the culprit who kills an animal in a secluded place is punishable by the death penalty, exactly like a murderer who kills an innocent child in a secluded place. Today, there is a vast movement going on all over the world to abolish the death penalty. Many countries abolish the death penalty and they consider it as a civilization. So they argued that no one can learn from that punishment, and it's only a revenge, and wrong person may get punished also, right, as a death penalty, because judgment is often favorable to only powerful and rich people in the society. So in the society, so they abolished death penalty in many countries. This kind of mistakes happened in Vedic times also. For example, Manduka Muni, he was sitting in his ashram peacefully, and the thieves came into his ashram, and he was followed by soldiers of that kingdom, and along with the thieves, they arrested Manduka Muni also, and they were trying to kill Manduka Muni along with the thieves. Uh, but at the last moment, King got to know that Manduka Muni, who is very sincere of his austerity and who is very powerful, getting killed by his people in the kingdom, he stopped that act. Uh, but Manduka Muni, he didn't get angry on the king or on the soldiers. He got angry on the Emma because he was very nearer to death, which he has not done any mistake, but he went near to death and came out. So he got angry on Emma, and he got cursed. Emma got cursed by Manduka Muni that he will take birth as a Shudra in his next life. So that Emma took birth as Vidura, who is brother of Dhritarashtra and Pandu. So there is a chance of mistake. So we have to understand the ideology of the death penalty. It's something that is important to understand. When one kills another living entity, then it is a grave sin, and As a result of that sin, one has to suffer in the hellish planets for a long time. Even small sins evoke lot of punishment. So what to speak of killing of an animal? So if one commits a murder, then one will suffer in hell for a long time. But if one is punished with a death penalty, he need not go to hell. The entire sinful reaction will get nullified. Killing that culprit, so at one stroke you will have to he will get relieved, that person, of that sins. And also, yes, you have sent out a message to the society that this is not a society where you can do something sin and you can get away with it. It is misplaced compassion to take a murderer and then keep him, especially a very deliberate murderer. It's one thing when you murder somebody in self defense, that is not considered as a murder. Or there are other circumstances where killing somebody may be justified, but in normal circumstances, like in which this person was trying to harm a cow, those killings are not justified at all. Now, life imprisonment also incomplete. They commit a crime and within 10-15 years, they happily come out and they live comfortably. And even they feel that staying in jail is also very comfortable because they provide food and they don't have to worry about livelihood, right? So this way, earlier, uh, ages also, justice was not correct and they could understand by seeing and giving proper justice. So even when we went to Mayapur also, we have seen that Bhakti Vinod Thakur was a magistrate and able to take his decision quickly. We could able to see at those days they laid a railway track directly to the port, right? In so that Bhaktivedanta Thakur was a magistrate and able to take his decisions very quickly. Kali Yuga is very difficult to understand who is right and who is wrong, what is truth and what is false. So justice become very complicated. Only powerful people who can offer money, they only gets justice. So powerless or helpless, so it is very difficult for them to get justice. In Vedic times, medical care, justice was timely given to people freely, but it's very expensive nowadays. So it's very difficult to understand and to provide justice based on wrong and right. Earlier, Brahmanas were doctors and they give treatment and they get dakshina. It was always done as a service but not as a business. All this is happening in current days because people are ungodly. That is what Prabhupada explained in the first line. God is banished. No devotee warrior like Arjuna to protect. Demonic population is increased and they kill innocent animals. In Bhagavad Gita 16.7, प्रवृत्तं च निवृत्तिं च जनाना विदुरासुरः न शौचं नापि चचरो न satyam teshu vidyate. Those who are demoniac do not know what is to be done and what is not to be done. Neither cleanliness nor proper behavior, not truth is found in them. Without God, everything will be lust. They work as a they do all ugra karma, which leads to destruction of world. So this is the secular government, and we have secular principles. They try to banish God. Example, communist parties, but it's not possible because people has a natural urge, like we have a natural urge to eat. It's called hunger and we cannot banish that. It's a fundamental urge. Godliness is also a fundamental urge, like eat and drinking from time immemorial. We cannot banish hunger, and which is unnatural, and same way we cannot avoid urge towards God. At one side, they try to protect the extinct species like pandas and tigers and kangaroos, and one time, and other side they eat meat at home. So all this, they're not in a situation to decide what is wrong and what is right. So if people in the world, if they follow uh, the rules which is prescribed in Vedas and like Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, they will be able to rule the world properly. And Prabhupada always say that our people should be there in parliament, in assembly, so that they rule the people according to Vedas, like Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. So they can, after reading Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, they may get to know that to decide what is wrong and what is right. So because there are set of rules defined in our Veda, so they will follow those instructions and decide which is wrong and which is right. So I will end here, and I seek please forgive me if I have done any mistakes, and I thank Matrapati Prabhuji and Parabhakti Mataji for giving me this opportunity. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Radha Surangini Mataji. Thank you so much. It's a wonderful class, really. You have given so many examples from our Vedas and scriptures, and so many pastimes also connected to this animal killing. Thank you so much, Surangini Mataji. Hare Krishna, devotees, if you have any doubts or if you have any sharings, you can unmute and speak with Mataji. Hare Krishna.